everyone, this is Carolina, and today I'm going to show you how to put this quick and easy box together. And I started off with an AccuCut die of a simple box. There's actual templates online that you can use as well, but for this purposes I went ahead and just cut some out since I had the die. I'm going to adhere some double-sided tape to the tab as well as to the inside of the box on the other side, so that we have total and complete adherence, since it is a little box that will be standing straight up. And prior to this, I went ahead and folded on all the scored edges so that it's an easier fold. I'm also going to go ahead and put a strip of tape all the way across there on top, because this is what's going to hold the fence that I'll be adhering in a minute. I cut out that fence using a Martha Stewart border punch, which is really fun. I cut it black to give it a Halloween theme, but you can also cut it out in white or other colors for more of a spring theme. So anyway, so here it is, and I like to punch it out a little bit bigger than what I need, because it's always easier to take away than to add later on. So I can either do it this way, or I can set it down and bring the fence to it. I like to do it this way because that way I can align as I go. And what I'm looking for here is the bottom of that fence, so that all you see poking out is the fence and none of that bottom edge at all. So as you can see, I have a little bit left, which I will be cutting out in a second. I'm going to go ahead and just start folding the box in so that the fence itself starts getting those folded edges where it needs to. I'll go ahead and remove the double-sided tape from one end so that I can place the fence completely down. I'll be adding another piece of tape in a little bit to that. But again, I'm looking for here to see how much of that fence I need to cut out. So let me go ahead and remove this piece as well, so I'll have it all ready. Okay, so it looks like I'll need to remove just a little bit, and I like to cut it right at the edge where you have a complete line, so you don't have something kind of sticking out. So I'm just cutting it close to that and fold in the tab. And what I'm going to try to be looking for here is to have those edges meet as such. But since we went ahead and put that fence down on top of the tape, I'll need to add a little bit more right there. Okay, and with that we should be ready to go. And again, you just want to meet the two ends together as such. And double-sided tape, it tends to be a little forgiving at first, as long as you don't press it down completely. And really that's all you need for this piece to kind of stay together. And what you're going to do is bring all the tabs down, and then making sure that it just the closure looks nice at the end. And I found out if you have the bigger one than the two tabs and then slip that one in the middle, you have a nice closure. See, doesn't it look nice? I think it looks nice. But let me do it really quick one more time in case you missed that. So this piece goes down first, then the two side pieces, and then the one with the little tab just kind of slips into the first piece you laid down. And there, you're all done with that. And now shape your little box, go through those creases again on the fence, on the box, all the way down so that it stays in that uniform cube shape. And we're going to go ahead and put it aside. What's great with this is that it holds some candy, so I'm going to go ahead and work on that. Just slip some M&Ms into a cellophane bag, twisted it around a little bit, and took a strip of ribbon, folded it in half so that you have that loop there, and that's where you're going to feed your little ends through. And this pretty much gives you a pretty secure tight hold on that bag, because it is food, so therefore you want it to stay fresh as much as possible. As I wanted to add some little more Halloweenish colors to it, so I added some orange and black tulle. I love using tulle. It's a see-through material, and it gives it just a little bit more of a festive Halloween type of feel. And you can also use it for Easter, Christmas. I mean, it's such a great medium to use in so many projects. Then go ahead and tie a bow around that. Let me slip it right through. I usually cut my ribbon from the spool after I tie, so it's a little backwards to me to go from a strip to this. I try to save as much ribbon as possible, but anyways, just wanted to show you how I did it. So I undid it and redid it again for the video purposes. And then just kind of play with it, and then you're going to go ahead and trim the ends as much as possible. So I don't want to give you dimensions on the ribbon just because it really is up to you, however much or however little you want to add to it. I figured with the tulle, you had enough going on that you didn't really need this long legs coming and sticking out, that this should be fine. And enough decoration, especially when you add the embellishment and the sentiments and stuff on top of that. Okay, so speaking of which, let's go ahead and work on that. I used Tailored Expressions new set, and I used the Creepy Candy. It's called Fright Night Favors set. You can find it on her blog. It's a really fun label set, and she actually just came out with the Christmas one too. It's really cute. But anyways, I used the Creepy Candy, stamped it, punched it out, added some dashes to it, and a little button with a glue dot. And you could also use double-sided tape to adhere it to the little box or to the little bag, and then the bag gets placed inside the box. You can purchase complete kits so you can make some of your own at the site listed below. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Happy Halloween!